Now, I use pleasure quite a lot of the time, but this time it's 100%. I have the absolute pleasure of welcoming Dutch Pro to our podcast and also to our shop where they've collaborated with our NPK Superstore. We are now the official Dutch Pro Superstore of the North. Let's get personal with Dutch Pro and find out what they're about, because they are in tune with us. They are on our wavelength. Stay tuned. Let's find out what they're about. Thomas is with me. I'm Stephen, and we've got the Dutch Pro team. How are you?
All good, man.
Good. Yep. How are you finding the show?
Yeah, it's a great show over here, and it's good to see you guys here. So that gives us the opportunity to explain to your listeners a little bit more about Dutch Pro and where we are coming from.
Exactly. Now, I know that you, Peter, Thomas, we're all on the same wavelength. We are peas in a pod.
Yes, and we are dedicated to our customers and delivering to our customers a good nutrient which is stable and is really good at a good price and is there for the customers, and we have all the knowledge and product development that can be given at any store, at any place at one time. So basically what I'm trying to say is, if there was ever a question or any type of ideas or anything with regards to Dutch Pro as a nutrient, or as now a medium as well, because Dutch Pro have now just released the new cocoa range of cocoa media. Sorry. Yeah. And
you have a way with words, don't you?
Well, you know, this is why our show's like this, because it's a personal show.
They don't call you Shakespeare for no reason.
Well, there you go. And they have soil as well. So I think a lot of people are going to be pretty scared right now. They're going to be shaking in their boots, because I know that we've just taken on a new delivery of Dutch Pro cocoa and soil.
Excellent. Let's kick-start this with the history of Dutch Pro. Where did you originate, and what motivated you to make one of the market-leading nutrients? Tell us what Dutch Pro stands for.
Now, Dutch Pro is officially standing for Dutch professionals. The reason that we are coming with that name is that we were the very first coming from Amsterdam developing a nutrient. In the time we started, which is about 34 years ago, actually there were no nutrients. In that time we were just enjoying our hobby, tried to get the best out of it. We were not satisfied with the things which are available in that time on the market. And we have been struggling and falling on our face and experimenting. And we managed to build a line about 34 years ago where it's easy to use. It's probably one of the most cleanest products on the market. You have no residues. But the most important thing for us is that also the end result ends in something is probably more important, and that we deliver probably the most
and that's
organic taste.
That's what you see with not outside of the world of growing and hydroponics. You see the big companies. The reason that they wanted to start their companies because there was something missing in the market, and they wanted
a passion.
Yeah, whether it's computers or cars, the people who innovate the greatest products, they started off because that product, they wanted something great and there wasn't out there, so they developed their own, and that's what Dutch Pro did. You developed your own.
Yeah, that's it. But actually, to go a little bit back in history, it's what you mentioned as well, and I taste that as well if I speak to Thomas and the crew. Also with us, everything is based on a passion for everything which have to do with plants. And coming from there, we have put all our effort, all our energy, and especially also all our knowledge and resources in it to develop a line of products which are still exactly the same as 34 years ago. And that's rather nice to see happening, because we see a lot of products, adding products, coming with different bottles and trying to make the range better than it ever have been. But funny enough for us, we started with about 6 bottles, and that's still what you get.
Yeah. Now, one of the flagship product, the one that everybody should know, and if you don't know, you're about to know about it.
And a lot of people are talking about it.
Yeah, Explodes. Now, it does exactly what it says on the bottle.
Yeah.
Explodes. This is, again, flagship product. What makes it so special? How do our growers use it?
Explode is actually a combination of 3 products. To be fair, the most asked question is if they need to add PK to the products. And that's not the case. If you look upon all the range of products around us worldwide, we can say proudly that we have one product in one bottle which is crystal clear, not gloopy, not blocking your systems, but which is a combination of a top shooter, a bloom stem, and an NPK in one. And that makes life for everybody much more easy.
A hell of a lot easier. That's what's really key about this product. Now, this product, as Peter just said, it has PK in it. So, okay, you don't need to buy PK, but what I'm really concerned about is PK is very important. Now, to people who use a separate booster and a separate PK, if they don't do this together correctly, you're not going to get the best out of your plants. Now, see this equation of explode. Inside it is the perfect amount of PK and other elements to make the best use of the whole additive. So basically, it saves you a lot of work, and it's all in one bottle.
And it's all at 1 ml per litre. It's not like they've diluted it down.
No.
And you have to add lots and lots. It's highly concentrated, and it says a lot about the company. You do find that the highly concentrated nutrients are typically the best nutrients, using 1 ml per litre, and it goes a long way, a hell of a long way.
And what I am going to say to you right now, I'm going to make a statement here now. If you're using another nutrient, whatever it may be, a boosting nutrient, and you want to try something new, this is what I'm going to do for you at NPK Technology. Drop me a line and I will send you a free test bottle of Explode, and you can decide yourself. Yeah, I said free. I am going to provide a free bottle of Explode to any customer who contacts me. Simple as. And you can decide for yourself. I'll let you decide.
Exactly. We've been saying all weekend that the companies that do the best, they don't go around shouting about the product. They just go, listen, use the product, make up their own mind, because they're so confident in the fact that their product is the best on the market. They go, take it. You will be happy. Enough said. That's exactly the case with Dutch Pro and the Explode that we're talking about. Yeah. But it's not just about Explode.
No, it's not.
It's not just about
But we wanted to highlight that. We just wanted to explain it for our customers, and break it down so they understand it.
So there's always a flagship product in every nutrient company, something that they've built upon. But there's two others. There's the whole range, but there's two others that are absolutely fantastic. Take Root and Multi-Total. What do they do and how do we use them?
Okay, now the second flagship product we have, if I may call it so, is Take Root, and that's absolute the door opener. The reason that I mention that as well, especially for Take Root, is a lot of people are looking into swapping lines or try out different products, and of course, like everybody, they like to see a very quick result.
Yeah.
The best result to show off, I can do that obviously with my Explode, but a lot of people have no time to wait for 6 months. They want to see it straight away. Their Take Roots is coming in. I know it's sounding arrogant coming out of my mouth, but I dare to say that Take Root is the strongest root stem at the market. And of course the proof is in the pudding. So what we normally say is take 5 with us, try it, and do the rest with any root stem you have been doing before. And I promise you, within 5 days you will recognize the difference. It's not only the stem root which is getting bigger, but probably even more important, all the tiny roots are coming out of the pot, and we'll show you the difference.
Excellent.
The Multi-Total.
Yeah, Multi-Total is an enzyme. If you look upon it on the market, it's not an ordinary enzyme. You see nowadays at the marketplace people adding on products. They come with a B12 vitamin complex and a lot of components to add. From my opinion, they are only telling you that the line was not complete from the beginning. Because why should you add that to an enzyme if you already have everything in? Our enzyme has everything what every other enzyme has, but on top we have a B12 vitamin complex in there. And next to that, it built up resistance against diseases in an early stage. So as soon as your plants are suffering from stem rot or what have you, you use an extra dose of Multi-Total, you will see that give a big improvement to your plants.
So would that be fair in saying that Multi-Total, you use it all the way through?
Yeah, but you don't need to use it every week.
Okay.
The thing is, the first time you start with it is to build it up rather quickly. So you start with a double dose.
Okay.
And then it's okay to do it every other week.
Right.
And that saves you first a lot of money, a lot of hassle, and it gives the plant a much bigger challenge to absorb it, use everything which is in it, so that you are not ending up with residues.
So it makes the plant a lot stronger, able to uptake more in nutrients.
Yeah, the last thing you want to create are lazy plants.
Yeah.
And as soon as you start giving too much of something or too continuously, it just starts falling asleep and just absorb it on the moment they need it. They never will be absorbed more than they can handle, but then you will flush your part of your expensive nutrients through out of your system, and that's not what you want. So we make the plant work for it, but also that give them a better condition, make them stronger, more eager to absorb, and you will see that at the end.
So this is really a crucial element to making sure and safeguarding that your plant materialises and grows safely and is protected from all maybe pests and diseases, and is strong and can look after itself like a defence mechanism. Is that right?
Yeah, that's right, and I prove it also in my own garden in Amsterdam. I'm using all my products there, and people have been looking astonishing what's happening over there. A palm tree in the climate of Amsterdam is not growing that fast. They told me that it should be about between 5-10 centimeters a year. And if I would be lucky, it would be about in 2-3 years flowering once. Funny enough, it's the other way around. They are above my house by now, and they are flowering twice, 3 times a year. So
yes.
People can't believe what they see happening.
That's good. That's really impressive.
So if you're ever in Amsterdam, you see this crazy dude swinging off his roof onto a big palm tree.
These big palm trees sticking out. You know it's Peter's house. We know where you live now, Peter.
Shit.
We'll be
anyway, we have nothing to cover, so you are free to come and have a look.
What I wanted to ask is, how long has Expo been on the market, first of all?
If you mean the retail market, then it's about 13-14 years by now.
A long time. And in that 13-14 years, how many times has the recipe changed?
Never.
I was hoping for that. I did not know that answer, and I was hoping for that answer because I'm going to relate it to something. Evolution. We are all evolving to become stronger, to become better. We're always adding to become better and stronger. There's one animal that doesn't change because it's evolutionary perfect, the shark. But 2 animals, the shark and the crocodile, they've never changed from the Jurassic period because they are perfect. And if I may move that across to Explode, in the 13-14 years that it's been on the market, it's never had to change because you got it spot on the first time, and you've never had to change it.
But we use it already for 34 years, so it's much longer around.
Exactly. Been around even longer.
Yeah. So it's a landmark product.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's a little bit boring for my reps, to be fair, because they are waiting for a new product, but there is nothing to add. So
That's good. We have opened, as you all know, our NPK Superstore. And the reason we're so happy and privileged to have Dutch Pro on our show with us is because it is the Dutch Pro Superstore of the North. Peter, you've been to the shop, you came to the opening party, which was a great success. What did you think?
Yeah, it was really nice being there, and I highly appreciated that you spent the full day of having customers and everybody interested over. It has been buzzing around. It ended up in a very nice party, as we like to see it happen. And it's all fitting in also the way Dutch Pro is looking at in how to do business. It's a partnership we are working in. And that's also the reason where our strategy is coming from. We are not jumping into any shop around the corner. We first need to have a chat with the owners or with the guys working there to find out if they are able and have knowledge enough, but also we have a connection, so that we can bring the same passion to the market. And that's probably more important for us than be on every corner of the street. We only see our product well represented in stores where people with knowledge and passion can bring all the arguments and benefits of the product across. And that's probably part of the strategy which, together with the partnerships, make it successful.
Which is a very good partnership that myself, Thomas, and Peter have recently struck together over a long period of time, long awaited, and really excited about it, really positive. And watch this space, let me tell you, because NPK and Dutch Pro, we're coming. That's all I'm going to say. We are coming. Mm-hmm. Be scared, be very afraid.
Now, with Dutch Pro and the team at Dutch Pro, what makes the product great is the passion for growing.
Yeah.
Peter mentioned it earlier.
Yeah.
And that passion isn't just about indoor growing, You were also big on the allotments, as we are.
Yeah.
How's your allotment coming on?
Yeah, it's one of the products which we started about 4 years ago. As you probably may know, in Amsterdam it's very hard to have a garden. A lot of people not even have a garden at all. But also what you see in a lot of European countries, people are looking in growing your own. They want to have more healthy food. They want to grow their own veg by themselves. And the project which we started is split in two. We have dedicated gardeners there, which are coming from a professional way. You can give them a part of money and they will grow the vegetables for you. That's in case you would not have the time to do it yourself. But the majority of the people there love growing themselves. They want to put the plants and the seeds and everything in themselves, bring up their own veg, and those guys are then around only to support them with knowledge. The good thing of the products in our range is that they are looking much more inorganic as well. So multi-total, take root and leaf green are products which are very popular being used. Some people are even experimenting with explode on tomatoes and other fruit. You see that it is getting much bigger than you are used to. But it gives you a more sweet taste at the end as well, so it's really a big development.
So it's not just about size, it's actually about quality, which is equally as important. The quality of any product, you know, is paramount. Yeah, excellent.
Peter mentioned leaf green. The thought just popped into my head. What I like about leaf green, as well as being, we don't need to talk about how good the product is. It's a fantastic product. What I want to tell people is that with foliar feeds, which is what leaf green is, what can be a bit of a pain in the backside sometimes is taking a concentrate, putting in the 5ml, adding in your water, put it into the spray bottle and then crack on. It doesn't seem like a lot, but Dutch Pro have made the whole process easier. I've said it 4 or 5 times over the weekend. It's very hard to make something easy. It's very easy to make something hard. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Leaf green, ready to go straight out the bottle.
Yeah.
Put it into your sprayer, bang, bang, bang. Leaf green, again, does exactly what it says on the bottle. And that I forgot to mention that before. And that is another, I really like that product. And everybody that uses it, you just see health and vitality and greenness.
So
it's great.
If you want lush, healthy looking plants, you purchase a bottle of leaf green from us for around £10, £12 maybe, something like this. And a simple application externally to your plants, and you want to see the difference. It is really, really good.
Spot on.
Yeah.
What can we see from Dutch Pro in the future? You mentioned it before, Thomas.
Yeah, I did jump ahead of things.
You spoiled the surprise,
sorry,
Thomas.
guys.
God, look at the structure.
I know.
We know the big plan now. Tell us about it, Peter.
Yeah, no, you have seen in the last years where we are coming from. After that we started with our nutrients, we brought our own seeds, Dutch Pro seeds. And that's really a big success. We can see when the beetroot season is going on when people start to using more the flowers, chilies, etc. It's very popular to combine that together with the nutrients we have. We have brought the terracottas so that you can grow your own bonsais together with powdered Dutch Pro nutrients. Just recently we ordered also on request from the allotments and the gardening around us. Why are we not coming with a little bit more than only the nutrients and the seeds? So we added the full range of garden tools.
Which we have took a full delivery of and have in store right now and are on the allotments also.
Yeah, and it goes along the line of everything else in the Dutch Pro line. And this may sound really stupid, but it means a lot to me, and I know it means a lot to you.
Yeah, it does.
Brushing up the front of our shop, we go through brushes, but these brushes, and again, it sounds really silly, but a lot
attention
of brushes,
to detail.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what we'll say. Attention to detail.
Come and check out the products. That's a good point.
Yeah.
Thomas has condensed it there, but I was going to chat on for about 5 minutes about how good this brush was. Attention to detail, and that's what those products do. Tell us a little bit more about the cocoa, though, because this has got people a bit scared, I think.
Yeah.
Yes, as you probably may have noticed, is that the majority of the nutrient lines on the market are coming with their own growing media. People have been on my back for that for, I think, 7-8 years. They said, we are selling your product, we love it, it's flying out. The only thing which is not complete is the line of growing media. And as you know, I have been stubborn.
Yeah.
I've been telling everybody I'm not going to copy any product on the market, also not this one. For me, it's very important to control quality.
Yeah.
I only can do that when it is or in-house or it is coming from a very trusted resource I can work in a partnership with, because everything we do is related to partnership. With our ads in the magazine, working in shops, also inside company, everything we do is related to partnership.
Because you take pride in what you do. If I could say to you guys, you know how proud we are as a shop and what we do. That's exactly the same thing that we get from Dutch Pro, and that's why this partnership is going to be unbelievable, because you think exactly the same as what we do, and you're actually proud of your nutrients and what you do. You won't just give it to anybody, you won't just sell it to anybody. Then people have got to be ambassadors of your product, which we are very proud to be a part of, and we are going to do our full work and make sure that everyone realises how well Dutch Pro is as a product and as a company to work with.
Yeah. Okay, thanks for that, Thomas. As I said, we have been looking into some options and possibilities. We have been finding a couple of ingredients which could be changed into what you see from most of the products at the market. Actually, to be rude, the majority of the products are coming from the same source. They put a different bag around it, but play a little bit with the price or what's in it, because not all 50-litre bags are carrying 50 litres.
Ooh, we know this.
And we have been really looking into that. Of course, we can't change the whole product, because otherwise it's not a cocoa or an Olymix anymore. But the pureness and the clearness of the items which we have put in makes really a difference. And therefore we have decided to bring our own line. We have been listening to the shop. Actually, we have spoken to our partner shops, especially NPK, but also other shops have been pointing it out over the years. These are arguments why we don't like a growing media. Think about bags which are bursting open when you put them on the floor. It's too much advertising from the manufacturer on it, so you not even can go in the street with it. It's nice to have a couple of bags if you sell them, but you have to bag them up before they can go out of the shop. And that's something which is really annoying. So we have been looking into that. Therefore we are launching now DP, and that means more or less Dutch Pro, but on the other hand it's very neutral, it's not screaming. The bag is from a much higher quality. We have chosen for a more expensive product, but stronger, and the bag will not burst open when you put it a little bit more rough on the floor.
Or when it gets delivered outside our shop.
Yeah, but probably the most important part is there are actually 50 litres in the 50-litre bag.
That, which is really important.
You do. You mean you put in the bag what you see you put in the bag?
Yep.
Wow, that's innovative right there.
And you will not find part of trees and all that kind of things we come across in our bags. Yeah. Quality.
And you know, all the shop owners that listen to our show, you will completely understand when you get really crap quality bags and you literally just plonk them on the floor, boom, you've just hoovered up, you got 38 litres of cocoa in your 50-litre bag on the floor. And I sometimes have to hoover up 4 or 5 times a day.
Yeah, every day.
So it may seem small, but good quality bags make a hell of a difference to the lives of the grow shop owners.
Once again, attention to detail.
Attention to detail.
Which we like.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Before we finish, something that I ask every guest on our show is for a top tip for our listeners to improve their cultivations.
What is Dutch Pro's top tip?
It's a very easy one. What we see on the market is that it is getting more and more commercial, and people are asked to mess around with the products too much. And if you have the passion for plants and growing, as the majority of the people have, and then trust your feeling, read your plants, see how they are developing and reacting on what you do. And that's more or less the best guideline we can give. If you do it with your heart, you get the best result, and then you don't need to mess around.
I think that's the best tip we've had so far.
I think it is. Well, it echoes the exact, pretty much word for word. We had William Texture on the show, and that was his top tip as well. Just show your plants some love and be passionate about what you do. The top tip. That's my personal top tip.
Yeah, and that's what we also believe as a company, and I think this is very key in how our partnership is and how it's blossomed, because both our companies are very passionate in what we do and believe in what we do, and are very successful in what we do. So Peter, thank you very much for joining us at the Home Grown Expo and giving us this interview.
It's been an absolute honour to have you on the show, and future's bright. The future's
My
DP.
absolute pleasure. As you know, we are partners, so
Yeah,
I'm there for you guys.
thank you. And likewise, we are also here.
Cool.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much,
Thank
Peter.
you very much.
Speak to you all soon, guys.
Okay.
Bye-bye.